Welcome. I am Matt Selhorst, the creator of the Splash System, and I just wanted to send you this video to walk you through the Splash System. First of all, congratulations on making the decision to invest in yourself, in your dealership, and thank you for putting your trust in me to help walk you through this process as we go through the next 90 days together, installing the Splash System in your dealership. We're going to do a lot of work together. I'm going to ask you to get outside your comfort zone a little bit, but this video is just to show you how it all works. I know as you get started, you're like, okay, how is this all going to happen? Mainly you're concerned about, is this going to help me sell more boats, make more money, and have more fun? But this is how the information is going to be delivered, a big part of how we're going to work together. And of course, we also have the one-on-one coaching calls and the work that we're doing together. So this is what I call the members only area, or the Splash portal. And if you look up here, it is sellmoreboats.mykajabi.com/login. So that's the website that you're going to be going to. I'm going to send you the link included with this video, so you have all that together. If you ever need to come back and get a refresher, you certainly can do that. So as you get to this site, you're going to put in your email address that the owner or you gave me, general manager, salesperson, and then you're going to put in your password. Your initial password's included in the email that has this video, but it's going to be Splash, all capital, SPLASH, and then the year that you got started. So 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and so on. You can click on Remember Me right here, and hopefully you can see that little red dot. That will help you follow my cursor a little bit, and then sign in. So if you want it to just easily go to that site, it automatically logs you in, helps you remembering the password, and then just click Sign In. You can save your password if you want. If you change it, just make sure you remember it. If you, for some reason, you are not able to remember it, you can email our support team, and we'll reset it for you back to the Splash, whatever year it is. So this is your library. This is the initial page that you're going to come in. You've got access to the Splash book now, the Splash audio book if you prefer audiobooks, and then the Splash System. You may, depending on if you're a salesperson or if you're the owner or general manager, you may have access to the weekly sales coaching calls as well. But this is the one we're going to work in most of the time as the Splash System. So all you have to do is click on View Programs right down here. Click on that, and it's going to take you into the Splash members only area, okay? So up at the very top, I'll just kind of walk you through the outline. You've got a Welcome tab, a Coaching Call tab, the Toolkit tab, Sales Training tab, More Good Info, and Free Bonuses. You can use this on your computer, your iPad, your tablet, your cell phone. It's all mobile ready. I'm going to shrink my screen a little bit. If you see these little red dots, you can click on that and it'll expand it so you can see all of them, depending on how wide your screen setup is, or they may all show up together. And all you've got to do is just click over and choose each one, okay? And it'll take you through. So let's start with the Welcome tab. The Welcome tab, there's this intro call. It's extremely important to listen to the intro call if you're the owner or general manager, if you're that point person that we talked about before I even qualified you to join the program, that you have a point person in your dealership that's responsible for making sure things get implemented, that this stays top of mind, and that you stay that momentum moving forward, that momentum building the snowball that we talk about in the dealership, okay? It's valuable for everybody, but that person absolutely needs to watch it. In the Welcome, if you come down on this left navigation bar, the Support tab. In the Support tab, you've got Sarah's contact info, my contact information, and the fax line. If you have issues getting into the system, you forget a password, it's not working right, you can't find something, get in contact with us right away, and within 24 business hours, we'll respond and get you situated, okay? If there's a major technical issue with the platform this sits on, It's only happened one time, and that was years ago. But if it does happen, let us know, and we'll do everything we can to get you back on track right away. You'll also find there's little messages down here. This one says your marketing department. There'll be little messages that you'll see down on that left navigation bar, okay? So that's the welcome page. If you ever need support, go there. The coaching calls, I'm going to click on that. The coaching call, think of that as the like the college lecture, the weekly lecture that you get that's going to deliver the overview, the high-level stuff, the concepts, the ideas that you need to understand everything else from there, okay? So in coaching call number 1, just click on number 1. If you're ready for coaching call number 2, just click on number 2, and it'll take you right down the line, okay? Each week, I have this demonstration set up so that you can see all of them. In yours, every Tuesday, another module, another week's going to come available for you. So when you initially log in, you're only going to see this number 1 right here. The following Tuesday, the number 2, the following Tuesday, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Most people, as a matter of fact, everybody is going to take longer than the 5 weeks, but I don't want to slow you down. If you are really aggressive and you're getting after it, and this is the number 1 priority, you can do it. It's just, man, there's a lot of work that we're going to do together. That's why I give you the 90 days of my support within this program, and that's going to keep you on track. The other important thing is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't skip around. If you miss week 2, don't skip to week 3 until you complete week 2, okay? And here's what I need you to do. When you go into week 1 and you listen to that call, all you do is just when you get through with that entire call, you can click complete right here. You see how that changed to blue? If you accidentally click it, just click it again and it'll go back to the white. What that does is allowed me to track you so I know where you're at, what you have and what you haven't completed. If you're the sales manager, the general manager, or the owner, you need to complete everything. You need to go through every single piece of this program if you're that point person. You'll also find in the coaching calls that I may reference a handout, or I may reference a material or some articles or something. If you go on this left to the downloads, 1, you can download the audio recording. So if you want to download that and listen to it on your phone, put it on your iPhone or your what do they call those, iPods, or your MP3 player, burn it down to a CD, you can do that. But you will also see like this one, the educational spectrum of a boat buyer. You can open that up, and you now have that resource that I talk about in the coaching call, okay? And you can save all that stuff so that when you need it down the line, if 2 years down the line you want to re-reference something that we talked about in week 1, in module 1, you can do that, and you can download that right to your computer, okay? So that's on the left-hand bar. All you've got to do is click it, open it up, and then you can save it directly to your machine, okay? And again, this is just an article that I referenced in that week's coaching call, okay? That's coaching calls. You've got all the way to week 5, and it's all going to be right there. If you've got a comment, you've got a question, you can put it in there. Most people just email me directly because all of those comments, they can be seen for the people that are going through at that same period of time. So there's not usually many comments there because most people just email me, and we have the conversation more one-on-one through email, or they put it down and we deal with it in our coaching call. Splash Toolkit number 2, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coaching call number 1 goes with the toolkit module number 1. So you want to complete those together. Listen to the coaching call first, and then move over to the toolkit module. Again, what you'll find in the toolkit module is you will find typically a video, and this is, if the coaching call is the lecture, the module is the action. This is the action that you need to complete to get something done that's going to result in more sales, higher margins, just like this one, a look into the future. This is just a 20-minute video.
All right. Well,
that walks you through exactly what's going to happen over the next 5 weeks in the 5-week program, or the full 90 days that we're working together, just introducing all of the concepts. This is a longer video for the toolkit. You'll also have, like week 1, mining for gold. This is just a short 10-minute video. It's going to give you a real quick hitter, simple, easy, free strategy that's going to get your phone ringing, get people in front of your salespeople. So you're going to have these action items in the toolkit. Again, when you get done, mark it as complete. Now in the toolkit, don't mark it as complete until you actually complete the action. Not just watching the video. That's not complete. It's you did what the toolkit asked you to do. So in this one, it asks you to send some emails out. Real simple, real easy. Probably will take you less than an hour to do this whole piece. But the results you're going to see very, very quickly, especially in this one. And then on down the line, presenting price. Again, you can see me on this left navigation bar. That's a fantastic one. You watch the short 7-minute video, and it's going to give you, boom, something you can utilize the next person that walks through the door. Google reviews. This one doesn't even have a video. It's just a quick, here's what you do. Contact Club, a short video, 6 minutes, that's going to walk you through that. As you're in the toolkit, if you go to that download section, again, I may reference something in the video, in the toolkit video, that you'll need. So this is the Contact Club, give you some samples. You can open that up, and it goes right along with the video here, okay? This is a real simple concept that makes a big impact on your long-term success. Now, a couple things. I asked you to click complete. I also can monitor in my system how far along you've watched the video. So I can tell, hey, when we first got started, I asked you to commit, right? I asked you to commit, to take action, to implement, to work together to get the results that I've guaranteed. So I'm going to be able to tell if you're actually following through on your commitment to me and completing the videos and accessing the material. And then our coaching calls will actually walk through the getting stuff done, okay? So the coaching calls in the toolkit is more for the owner, the general manager, the sales manager, that point person for the Splash system in your organization, right? Now, there will be times like the presenting price. There will be times that you'll want your salesperson and certain people in your organization to listen to that toolkit module. If that's the case, just say, hey, Bill, I need you to watch this, in your sales meeting, I need you to watch this video, or even watch it together and discuss it. This presenting price is a prime example of one. Everybody that sells a boat, that has that interaction, needs to watch this video, maybe even people in your parts department, in your service, okay? That's the coaching calls in the toolkit. Next, we're going to move to the sales training. The sales training is going to give you the framework for how to sell when you actually have somebody face-to-face, nose-to-nose, toes-to-toes with you. And it's not I'm trying to clone myself. It's more of the framework, the steps that you need to hit to walk through a high-margin sale. So you'll see, again, on the left navigation, greeting, interview part 2. Oh, by the way, the budget question, $10,000 presentation part 2. Presenting price, again, same concept as that video. It's so important that I put it in there twice. Trial close, on down the line. Just click on it. It's going to take you to the audio. Just click on the play button. You're going to hear a little song. This is a longer one, minutes and 46 seconds. It's going to take you through there. If you want to download it, you can click and you can download the audio again. Listen to it in your truck. Listen to it on your phone. And do that, and then click complete when you're done. If you accidentally click it, just click it again and it'll turn it off. The sales training modules are just all there. So you can knock them out in a big, what I discovered from dealers that have gone through it before, I divvied this out every week, and they said, that's not fast enough. This stuff is so good. We need to hear it, and we want to listen to it in big batches. So I'm just giving that all to you right out of the gate. This is mainly for your salespeople, but again, as the owner, the sales manager, the GM, I'm going to highly encourage you to listen to all these as well, okay? But absolutely, every salesperson needs to listen to each one. And again, I can track how far along do you listen to it, how many times do you listen to it, how far do you get through it, and that kind of thing. The more good info, I always like to, as you should as well with your clients, is deliver just a little something extra. So in this more good info, these are some videos I did during boot camp trainings, during speaking engagements, just different pieces that I felt were so important that I wanted to give it to you, but they didn't really fit in any particular module, but they're just really valuable pieces, like the true cost of discounting, the multiplier effect, income boosters, the holy grail of success, honor your boat show strategies. And again, just click on those and it's going to take you to the video. And then my first book, Marine Marketing Strategies, the ebook version of that is available. And again, that downloads, if it's something like an ebook or a form, or you can go to that download section on the left, and that will allow you to open it up and get access to that and save it as well. Because this is stuff that a lot of people tell me they reference a year, 2 years after they go through the boot camp because it was so valuable. And then some free bonuses. These are just 3, they're out of print, just some of the best foundational marketing books that you're going to find. These are over 100 years old. The Art of Money Getting by P.T. Barnum, Claude, The Science of Getting Rich, Scientific Advertising, just rock solid. Here's the way marketing was intended to work. Results-based marketing that was used 100+ years ago, not the brand building image advertising that's so prevalent today because of companies like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Starbucks, all of these big corporations with billions and billions of dollars, and all of the gurus and experts out there are saying, well, look what Starbucks is doing. Look at what Uber, I don't know how many times I've heard presentations where they talk about Uber and they talk about Airbnb. Guess what? Our business model in the boat industry is local businesses selling person to person. Your business is not designed to be operated like McDonald's or Uber or Airbnb. It's designed to be operated like businesses were 100 years ago. You know, you shaking hands with your neighbor that lives in your neighborhood and you're going to see on your local waterway. And that's how our boat business is still today. And that's why I give you those, because I think they're so profound. And even though they're classics, they're rock solid, and I encourage you to listen to them at some point. Again, this is the Splash system. If you ever have questions, go to this welcome tab, click on support. You've got my information, you've got Sarah's information, our emails, you've got the fax if you need to fax us things, and you can get moving. The intro call, especially for the point person, there's this Fast Start PDF, again, in that download section. Click there. There's some things that I ask you to do because it's really going to help us deliver a better result in this Splash system quick start. Going to ask you to send me stuff that is going to be helpful in moving forward and making sure we get an end result. So that's the system. As you get in, don't hesitate to reach out if you get stuck, if you have questions. This was just designed to kind of walk you through the members only area, the Splash portal, so that you know what you do, where to look for things. And I can't wait to get started. Can't wait to get on our first coaching call. Again, if you lose a password or something like that, just email us. We'll get you taken care of. You might even want to write down our email addresses so that you have them. And let's get started. Let's get to work. And let's make the Splash system have just transform, revolutionize your dealership, and let's do it together. Thanks a lot. We will talk to you on the next coaching call.